This is Mekus with the Continence Club, and in this video, I'm going to expose the raw reality of self-sabotage and how it's preventing you from creating. With that being said, let me know what video topics you want me to address and if you want to work with me one-on-one. I'm getting to them. I see the ones coming into my inbox and I appreciate it. This video is brought to you by an active member of the Continence Club. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and demonstrate today and let's get to it. When it comes to self-sabotage, it's important for you to have self-awareness, because once you have self-awareness, that's what's really going to be that catalyst to allow you to make this personal transformation. And you might not even be knowing that you're self-sabotaging yourself. Let me explain. You can either wait for change or you can create it yourself. And chances are you've been waiting for change. You're waiting for somebody to come save you. You're waiting for, that next legislation from the government to pass. Whatever it is, you're waiting on something outside of yourself to get you out of your current situation and to get you to stop those habits or whatever it is, when in reality, you can either live life that way and stay in your current situation, or decide to create your own path, create your own lane over to your desired situation, and not just sit and wait forever for something that will never come. And so the reason you're in your current situation is because you haven't consistently aligned your mind with your desired situation. And this is why I talk about it in my videos. And this is the reason why my channel is even here. It's to master your own mind to help you create the reality that you want for yourself. And in order for you to get rid of self-sabotage, right, you need to be able to hone in on how you think and how your mind operates. So understand from here on out that every thought you have, yes, literally every thought that you have, does not go unnoticed. And it affects your reality in some capacity, especially if you're emotionally charging those thoughts unconsciously or consciously. It will affect your reality in some way, shape, or form. Why is this? Is because human thoughts have the ability to manipulate physical matter. Human thoughts have the ability to manipulate physical matter. And as you can see, everything is created from the unseen. That's not even a debate anymore these days. Everything started from the unseen first and was brought into this physical world, right? So I have a couple of questions to ask you. I'm really going to get to the point in this video. Are you really going to shift your mindset? Are you ready to shift your mindset? And do you feel like something is holding you back? Do you feel like opportunities slip right past you? Do you feel like there's somebody that's against you, that somebody doesn't want to see you to win? Do you feel like there's somebody who is really blocking your blessings, or an entity, or whatever it is? But what if the real obstacle isn't that toxic relationship, that toxic boyfriend or girlfriend? What if the real obstacle isn't the vices, right? The drinking, the partying. What if it isn't the government, right? What if the real obstacle isn't the school system or corporate America or whatever it is? What if I told you that the real obstacle is you, your very own self, your very own mind? Now, that might actually trigger you, that might make you mad. I know it did for me when I came to this realization, because I was in a point in my life where I was blaming everybody and I really didn't see how I can really change my perception. And it wasn't until I really swallowed this pill of understanding that I'm really my own worst enemy, and that once I get myself right internally, everything is going to change. That's when I started to be more accountable. That's when my life changed for the better, and I've gotten a lot better at mastering my own mind in my personal life. And so that's why I want to share this information with you and let you know that all you really need to do is make an intentional shift. That's exactly what I did. Literally telling yourself and having the awareness, like I said, right, to allow yourself to understand that this is what you want for yourself. Because once you make this intentional shift, this is what's going to develop your self-awareness. So understand this first, that many people go through life without realizing their own mindset is quietly sabotaging their own success. Like backtracking a little bit, look at people around you, in your friend circle, in your workplace, in your city. You might be the only person that thinks different from them. A lot of them are really blaming everybody. They're blaming everything except for themselves, and you wonder why they face so much afflictions. because of the way that they perceive the world and themselves. And it seems like they're suffering so much, and all they want to do is run and complain to you about how bad their day is going. They always have something to complain about. You know those type of people. So that's why I want to tell you, do not operate from a mindset of limitation like them. Everything you experience is based off your own perception. So it's important for you to really start to define how you want to experience things in life, because let me tell you this right now. Reality reacts to you, right? You don't react to reality. Reality is actually reacting to you. So your limiting thoughts are not you. Imagination is the engine of creation. The life you live today is the thoughts, the images, all of these things of what you held yesterday. So that's why up to now, you've been using your own imagination against yourself. Imagine that. You've been using your own imagination against yourself. But I don't blame you, because we were never taught the importance of our imagination. We never were taught the importance of having self-awareness to prevent things like self-sabotage. So this is how you bridge the gap, right? I'm going to give you a couple of ways for you to overcome self-sabotage. And once you do these things and you watch through the entirety of how to go about these, you are really going to see what I mean when it comes to how your life is radically going to change. So the first thing I want you to do is just recognize where you've been holding yourself back. Just have the self-awareness to take some time in solitude to really think how you're holding yourself back. I want you to ask yourself, where have you been sabotaging your own progress? You see, what thoughts come up whenever you consider success? What are you thinking right now when you think about how successful you can be? You're probably thinking that you can't amount to anything, and that nothing is working out for you, and that you're not worthy or capable, or no way you can achieve that business, or no way you can go get that job, no way you'll be a great mother or family father figure, or whatever it is, right? These are the mental barriers that you need gone right now. Change the narrative you tell yourself, change the perception, change where your attention is going, because that's where all the energy is flowing. Where your attention goes, where your perception goes, and energy is what's creating your reality. So live through the law of assumption, live through the end, live as if everything is already working out for you, that you are the person who is worthy of your desired situation. Affirm your own greatness regardless of circumstance. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that whenever I get over to persistence, but I wanted to really bring about the importance of using your imagination in the process when it comes to overcoming self-sabotage, because you really want to picture who it is that you want to be, that person who doesn't have to self-sabotage. And this is also going to build awareness whenever you build your imagination, because it takes time for you to really vividly imagine certain pictures in your mind and bring them about, because that's the process of getting what you want from the unseen over to the seen. It's your imagination. It's that first building block of manifestation. So imagine your desired life vividly. Imagine that life where you don't have to self-sabotage. Imagine that life where you do have self-awareness, right? Not as fantasy, but as in reality and progress, because there's a saying, careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. I've seen it in my life where I've set the intention for some certain things, and I kind of left it alone, disregarded it. And, I've imagined it. And whenever I really didn't expect it to happen, it happened. It's really interesting. It's almost like you can find glitches, in this world that we're living in, right? So feel the emotions of already having what you want. This aligns your mind with success. And that's why I say feel the emotions, because feeling is the secret. If you could feel yourself as that person who has the best habits and living in accordance to your desired situation, that's what's going to help align you and make you become that person that's worthy of receiving and keeping that desired situation. Now, to talk a little bit more about persistence, it doesn't matter if external circumstances doesn't match your vision. I just want you to keep going, right? You might have unpaid bills and you're telling yourself that all your needs are met and that you are grateful for a financial breakthrough, although you don't see it. Keep going, stay persistent, live in the wish fulfilled, right? Keep it up, because it's going to come. You can't just do it once or twice, right, and expect it to happen. You have to just stay persistent, and everything happens in universal divine timing. So persistence reprograms your subconscious and gradually reshapes external reality. Think about it right now. You've been persistent in blaming other people. You've been persistent in eating bad foods. You've been persistent in doing the wrong things. And it all goes to show that you can be persistent, but you just need to do it in the right places. You need to do it in the right areas. You know, you're disciplined doing all the bad habits, all the bad things. So you really have a lot of discipline. You really just don't understand how to channel it. And I know that's deep if you really think about it, but that's the reality of it. You have been creating everything. So, lastly, to overcome self sabotage, you need to live from the end. Talking a little bit more about that, the law of assumption, act and feel as though your wish is already fulfilled, and embody that mindset and emotions of your desired outcome every day. And that's honestly what it really takes. You know, it's really on you to really make that conscious decision. I knew at a certain time in my life that enough was enough. And whenever I made that conclusion to myself, that's when everything changed. So, it's all about making that intentional shift and understanding that self sabotage isn't really even a bad thing. It's just a lesson that you can learn, lessons you can learn in order to reshape you to the person that's worthy of your desired change. When you see what I did right there, I didn't label self sabotage as something that's bad. It's something that you can learn from and grow from, because self sabotage ultimately works out for your benefit, although that might sound crazy to you, but it's a building block in helping you grow as an individual. And this is why self sabotage, although can seem very bad as society defines it, it is actually a very great tool, right? To learn various lessons that allow you to grow and evolve, because that's what your purpose is here on this earth, is to continuously grow and evolve, tap into your own potential and create the life that you want for yourself. And, you know, that's really what it's all about. So with that being said, this is your boy Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't be shy. Reach out to me in my inbox with any video topics to address, just like I did here today from an active member. Keep going. I will see you on the other side. And until next time.